Hi, I'm Jenoa.
I'm Mo.
Welcome to the Sex Talk.
Sex Talk.
We have been thinking about an important topic.
Very important. We've been thinking about it for a really long time. Taking our time.
Very much taking our time.
Very slow.
In a specific way, on purpose, to talk about delayed gratification.
Yes.
And when we say delayed gratification, we don't necessarily mean just sexually, because there's also an emotional component. You can delay your emotional gratification as well. So we're going to talk about both of those today.
Yeah. And I guess in between there's a physical, because a lot of it is physical. So the behavior is actually prolonged and it has sexual benefits and emotional benefits. So there's a saying that when I used to work with kids, I used to always tell them, and that was, slow down, you'll go faster. And if I could have only taken that advice myself.
So many times.
But it's true. Slow down, you'll go faster.
Right.
And this is true with relationships, with orgasms, you name it. You know, any project that you're working on, work, family.
I think when you are excited about something or you like something, with that excitement comes maybe giddiness, and you want this thing. You want to come, you want the pleasure, you want whatever the payoff is. With your level of excitement, sometimes that creates a level of speed. Physically, emotionally, maybe you like someone and so you try to spend a lot of time with them. Or something feels good, so you do it faster and harder.
Right. Well, it's like the Buddhist philosophy, like they prefer things to be middle of the road, this whole Zen philosophy, because what goes up must come down. So if you get really excited about something, you do it really fast, and then you're gonna crash. You know? So the whole idea is that you take your time with things, you do things deliberately, you see things as they come, and then you make the decision instead of like, I did something and the decision's way back there.
Right.
I never really had a chance to make it because I didn't even see it. So, and you know, sexually this is really great. I think, especially for women, women's sexuality is not this straight line that's like increased arousal, orgasm. It's more like this. Arousal, oh, maybe it's time to take a little bit of a break. Oh, maybe that break lasts for 3 days. And then you get aroused again. And then you get aroused again, and then there might be a multitude of orgasms. There might be little orgasms along the way, but you don't really get an opportunity to enjoy all of that if you're just like, bam, 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 let's just bam, fuck, and get this orgasm out of the way. You don't get to enjoy all of it.
Goal-oriented.
Yeah.
Okay, we did that.
Yeah.
Right, and there's also a real physical component that, you know, we are this bundle of nerve endings and pleasure centers, and as you arouse them and back off, and arouse them and then back off, it's a game that you can play with your partner or with yourself, and each time you do that, you're heightening the pleasure and the sensation a little bit more. And, you know, when you do actually have the payoff or the orgasm or whatever it is that you're going for, it can be much stronger, much deeper, much bigger. And
last much longer. You know, it's like, you know, I'm thinking about men. When men get sexually aroused, it's really hard for men to say stop and then rebuild again. But honestly, if you would just try it, imagine how much longer and prolonged your arousal's going to be, the excitement's going to be, and possibly even a greater orgasm. And I'm thinking about this in terms of like moving in with someone, for example. You know, why not extend the courting and the dating for a lot longer, and then when you're really ready, then move in together, or then, you know, get married. And then the likelihood that it's going to last that much longer, I think, is greater.
I think it's a very similar parallel path where, as you take your time physically and you build, it's the same with a relationship. When you take your time emotionally and you build, when you finally get to a place where you want to commit to this person or move in or make these big steps, you have built something prior, and so it's more meaningful. The slower you go and make conscious steps with someone else, with communication,
deliberate,
the more strength that you're going to have.
The more foundation you're going to build along the way. And then it just becomes a natural progression where you're not just like, oh my god, we're so excited, we're moving in together, and then like the excitement fades. It's like, yeah, now we're taking the natural progression step that seems like it's right there in front of us, you know?
And that's another form of delayed gratification, because you're not just like, we love each other, we're gonna commit for the rest of our lives. It's actually like, I actually don't know that yet. I just met you and I really like you and I'd like to get to know you better, and being present and making small steps along the way.
Yeah. They say that we're a society and a generation that doesn't delay gratification with the internet and everything's sort of at our fingertips. We want it, we buy it, click, it's ours.
Booyah.
And so we've sort of lost that, you know, that patience, that,
patience. It's being present. It's being in the moment. It's appreciating little things. It's not rushing. It's not wanting something to be that it's not. It's actually appreciating what's actually here right now.
Yeah. It's really about that, you know.
Mindfulness.
And on a sexual level, it's enjoying and experiencing all the stuff that are happening, even though you're not focused on orgasm necessarily. You know, maybe you're focused on
intimacy.
What does she smell like? What does her skin feel like? Oh, you know, all of the senses, you know, engage them. Instead of being so focused on getting somewhere.
Right. And then when you do get there, it's going to be more meaningful.
'Cause you're going to get there.
Longer lasting, with a real sense of weight.
Yeah.
You know, it's real. It's more real.
Yeah. What's the rush?
There's no rush. There's no rush. And if it's real, it can wait. And it will wait. And it'll still be there.
Yeah.
That's the truth, Ruth. I think that was the sex talk.
Sex talk.